We begin tonight with what's expected to come out of the governor's office on Wednesday. People in state government and the medical profession no doubt spent some time today talking about the prospect of medical marijuana prescriptions in New York. The New York Times reports that's something the governor is going to announce Wednesday in his State of the State address, an executive order leaving out any involvement with the legislature. Lynn Falsetti found mixed reaction to the report.
Governor Andrew Cuomo is expected to touch on several hot-button issues in his State of the State speech Wednesday, some of them including tax cuts, an ethics reform deal, and politically funded campaigns. But perhaps the most controversial, legalizing medical marijuana. That he's expected to do later this week.
Cuomo would use administrative powers rather than legislative action to allow a limited number of hospitals to use marijuana to treat certain ailments. The New York Times broke the news Saturday, and it has people here in the capital region speaking out.
I guess I'm opposed to it. I don't feel like that's a necessary step that New York State has to take right at this point.
If they want to smoke marijuana, then they should be able to for health purposes. I mean, I'm for it. I
just don't think it's in the best health interest of the citizens of New York right now.
As of right now, the drug is still illegal in New York, but possession of small amounts has been reduced to a low-level violation, carrying with it a fine. According to the Associated Press, the state's Drug Policy Alliance was briefed on Cuomo's plan. Patients would have to have a condition approved by the State Department of Health before they're prescribed the drug. Some locals claim that more comes into play than just treating those that are ill.
You also have to think about, are you allowed to drive, when you have marijuana and things like that, So I'm not really sure if I'm for it or against it at this point. There are other laws that will also need to be passed, right? And, who can use it, who cannot, and then driving implications and stuff like that.
If legalizing medicinal marijuana does become a reality, New York would be the 21st state in the nation to do so. In the newsroom, Lynn Falsetti, CBS 6 News.
No comments on this yet from the Cuomo administration.